Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. It is I, Jesse Milestone, coming to you on this Friday with both good news and bad news.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Where people were just walking around, just jizzing force all over the place. He looks like he has been drinking soy from his mother's teat. Wrap yourselves in, guys, because we are gonna get mean!
I got him! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone. I am your God Empress, and next to me is the greatest man in the universe.
Hello, it's me, your old pal. I'm here to look for Mary. Where was she tonight? Nowhere. You're never going to see her again.
He's been sitting next to me whispering creepily about how delicious Mary is for the past several hours.
I got you like a fish.
And if I was made uncomfortable by such things, I'd probably be deeply uncomfortable. What's up, Cabeza Block? What's up, Henry Wolf? What's up, Donkeysaurus Rex? Was waiting.
Rex, what's up?
D. James Baker was awaiting. Baby Outlaw, Keely Chow, Andy McCallum. Everyone went to sleep while they're waiting. Beth is out there awaiting.
In the ether?
Hey,
Would you like a Thai iced tea? Do you like those drinks?
I do, but I'm gonna say no because I haven't been in the mood for so much sweet, and I'm happy with the tea. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for asking. We're getting Thai food.
Tongue tied.
Oh, guys, so Beth will be here soon. Emily Beth Digout, everyone's favorite Emily and Beth and Digout.
My favorite Emily,
Just go
Emily
with it.
Mortimer.
Just go with it. Who's that?
That actress.
And I should be engaged. You like I brought your little bed out here for you. I brought your bed here for you. Got the beef neck pancake. So we're off camera tonight because I said so. Ida's here too. Sorry you don't see more. Oh yes. And so tonight we are all right. So where are you guys? You have the link. So so Ida's Steam is coming on to. We're gonna officially meet the fiance. Finally. So that's exciting. Yeah, you guys can seriously. You have the link. So where are you?
So
y'all are in the chat. Come on.
So while we're waiting for them, Batman.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to watch Batman Forever again. We talked about it on the show tonight. You know what was nice? The official statement was, some of those old movies are campy. We love them. And then when I went through the list, and then everyone goes, but Batman Forever is actually better than I remember.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a legit good movie. I will fight for it for the end of the year. And they're here.
Hi.
Emily.
This is me. I look terrible tonight.
You look delightful. Here's what I'm
And
gonna
this
do.
is my fiance.
Hello there.
Hi, Ida Steam.
What's up?
What's up, my dude? It's so nice to meet you for realsies. Here, we'll turn our camera off.
Yes,
for a
I'm
second.
real.
Yeah, he's been doing Star Wars references all evening.
Yay! We got to
We're
show
doing
somebody
Star
Star
Wars
Wars for the
references
first
since I
time
met you.
last night.
Sorry, I just made myself look worse.
No, you're great. Here's what
Can I
I'm
have
gonna
my
do.
headband?
I'm gonna make you gigantic.
One moment. I'm going to put my headband on to try to do not break my headband. There we go. There, now I look just a bit more presentable.
Like a human being. Well, like I said, we were gonna go off camera tonight because I am tired and it's hard to set up lights and look alive. It's one of those nights where it's like, I would be a bigger asshole to be on camera tonight because then everyone would see how tired I am and everyone would be like, Jesse, why do you look like you're miserable and you don't want to be here? And it's like, I do. I really want to be here. My face just can't move its muscles.
Sorry.
There we go. Yay!
As well.
Should we call you by your name or should we call you Ida
Jacking off
Steam?
tonight. I'm sorry.
Should we call him by his name or should we call him Ida Steam?
You can call him Luke.
Okay. Luke it is. We can call him, yes, his name is Robert Paulson. And Jeff is here with me too, by the way. So
Of course I am.
naturally. We're drinking tea and shit.
I'm watching Batman. Not really.
So before we dive into all the fun stuff, have you guys watched the new Batman trailer?
No.
That's fair, don't.
I have no desire to see Robert Patterson as Bruce Wayne.
He's not. He's just this weird long-haired creepy dude who's not by any stretch of the imagination Bruce Wayne in anybody's universe whatsoever.
I never make memes.
Did you see that meme I sent you about the director saying that Robert Pattinson's Batman would be very raw and unsanitized? And someone made a comment: the last thing the world wants right now is a raw, sanitized.
Exactly. It's so true. But Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne. Jeff just showed me another meme. Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is freaking
Emo Maguire?
oh yeah, Emo Maguire. Just emo Tobey Maguire. Same fucking person. It's delightful. Andy McCallum says, hey Jesse, Jeff, Emily, and Luke. Andy McCallum is my hero. Andy McCallum like is single-handedly responsible for me being a fucking baller on 1-7 Live right now. So if you guys want to see my beautiful face, just go and watch me stream over there, where I actually always pretend to be happy because I love streaming over there. And even though I'm always happy to see Emily, I hate streaming on YouTube. Whee! But I love you guys, and I want to let you see.
There we go. That worked.
Maybe you should show the Assassin's Creed posters instead,
All right.
so that people don't think I'm a Jesus freak.
Well, Luke, you're Catholic.
Was Catholic.
He's Protestant
Gotcha.
now.
Reasonable. These things happen.
His mom wasn't happy.
I am just Jewish. We don't have extra. I mean, there are extra denominations and stuff, but like for most of us, we're just Jewish.
This is interesting.
So, was this either of your guys' first time to the U.S.?
No.
Not to the U.S.
Okay. Any first-time places for you guys on the trip?
Actually, everywhere we went was a first time for me.
Other than
Cool.
Florida, everything else was first time for me.
We went to Florida, New York, Washington, Philly, Atlantic City. That was it.
That was it.
Saw Eastern Seaboard.
All Eastern Seaboard. Don't go to Atlantic City.
It's a shithole.
I'm well aware. I grew up, less than an hour away from it. So, or
It's
about an
It's
hour.
the
away.
poor man's Vegas.
We did
Yep.
briefly see your hometown, Philly.
Yay! Yeah, I saw the
Briefly,
picture.
though,
of
because we were in a bit
Independence
of a
Hall.
rush to get to New York.
Independence
Oh,
Hall
I
was
understand
cool.
that. Did you guys get a cheesesteak?
Didn't have time for
No,
that.
and I wasn't hungry when we were there.
What a
When we
loser.
travel, I don't get very hungry.
So tell us about the con.
It was fun. It was my first time at a huge convention. I've been to Canada's conventions a little bit, but this was my first major one. It was pretty toned down this year, a bit underwhelming.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's too
But
bad.
my costume did make it onto the Twitter page of the show it was from, as well as the lead actor's Twitter page.
Let
Be
me.
right back, 'cause I was going to get you guys the highlights of the convention.
Because
Oh
I
yes.
did such a good job. I was very proud of myself.
I'm going to show you all the highlights from the convention.
He'll be right back. He's pretty
Perfect.
excited to stream.
Good. We're excited to have both of you. I'm gonna see here if I can
Oh, it's there
drop
somewhere.
this over. Let's see if I can pull up that picture you'd sent me.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
We met Hayden Christensen, guys.
How was that?
Oh yeah.
He looks
How was
like
it?
Steve Buscemi mixed with his old self.
Oh my god. That's.
Do you
Yep.
see it?
I could see that. He
That was the highlight for sure.
definitely looks like a guy who's dealt with a
Let me see
lifetime
that.
of murdering
Oh,
younglings.
here we go.
What's that?
Oh, well, that was the autograph for D. Bradley Baker. It got smudged on there.
That's because you didn't take care of it.
Things sometimes happen in transport.
I
No,
feel like
Luke,
we're about
I
to
told
witness.
you not to put that in the case.
Oopsie. Sorry. I got a picture of it before it got smudged, though.
Domestic abuse.
That was
Hey,
supposed
wise
to be
guys,
for
what's
the-
up?
For your... That was supposed to be
Hey,
for
Jen
Max,
McMahon,
and you didn't
welcome.
take care of it?
No, I got Max his present. This was for me.
Don't see, Luke. You bending that around is why you can't have nice things.
Oh my goodness. Clearly, you are, Luke, you have found a woman who wants to take care of you.
You're on the edge of the bed, my friend. You could easily be on the floor right now.
For anybody who just walked in on that, don't worry. Beth started it. She hit him first.
Okay, good. I'm gonna tell that to the judge.
It's all on camera, you know. It's all on camera. Judge, she selectively edited. It's selective edited. Oh, good. Now it's people that, you know, won't outgross us. So we can be gross too.
There are things we can't do on YouTube.
That's true.
Most things we can't do on YouTube.
So can I, let me
Fuck
see.
you,
I think
Susan.
let me pull this up. So if you guys want to say this awesomeness, so tell them what your cosplay was.
I'm a huge Outlander fan. I found it by accident after someone gave me the wrong DVD at probably the only video store still in existence in Nova Scotia. And I said, I paid $5 for this. Might as well watch it, you know, so I don't waste my money. Turns out I absolutely love it. And that was my cosplay. And they commented and put it on their Twitter page. And then the lead actor also then retweeted it. So it is now on his Twitter page too.
So there's that.
And I made me shoes. You can't see them, but I made my shoes.
Oh, nice. So what's the process of like making a shoe?
I don't even know. I didn't know what I was doing half the time.
So check that out. So the Outlander podcast, right, tweets out this awesome picture of Emily in her awesome cosplay. And then the official Outlander TV show retweets that, right? That's what we got up here. Bam. And then the lead actor also retweeted, you said, right?
Yeah.
That's
A guy named
phenomenal.
Sam Hewen. By the
He
way,
was very sexy.
Yeah.
that Emily might not like this, but he is one of the guys rumored to be the next James Bond.
Oh.
In the running. I don't want him to be because I think he's too nice for inner
What's his-
Hollywood.
What's his name?
Sam Hewen.
Sam.
He's pretty smexy.
Okay. I could kind of. Let me share my screen real quick so everyone else, if you're not
He
familiar.
could charm I actually think Henry Cavill would be better. But Sam is very charming. He could charm a lamppost into loving him.
What do you think, Jeff?
Let's see.
In a suit over here.
Can we stop having blonde James?
He can't be
Bonds?
blonde. They gotta make him darker haired. Like if he dyes his hair, I'm fine with this.
Do
Yeah,
another
right.
search.
Nobody
Type in
looks
Sam
anything
Hewen
like
and
Daniel
then
Craig anymore.
Bond.
Hmm.
Do
What?
Sam Hewen. Type in Sam Hewen and then after type in Bond.
Okay, Tim Hewen.
No, he was in The Spy Who Dumped Me, by the way.
Oh, he was that guy. Okay.
There, you see it now.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Bond should be a brunette, but if he dyes his hair, I mean, he's got the like I think he has the right face. He's got like the blend of that, like the man,
Handsome, but not pretty boy.
exactly. Like he's very handsome and almost pretty, but he's like rugged and manly enough to not be pretty boy. You know, he looks like he could be in an action situation.
I still want Henry Cavill. That's just me. But
I am not
I
as sweet
love
on Henry
that
as I used
man.
to be.
But if for whatever reason they don't go with Henry
another
Cavill,
one that would work would be Tom Hardy.
Oh God, Tom Hardy
He's
can do
so
anything
little,
though.
too
Tom
old.
Hardy?
But he is getting older, like Luke was saying.
That's true. I think
Now, to
Tom
be
Hardy can do
perfectly
like
honest,
anything.
I wouldn't mind a black guy being Bond if they just change it to being 007.
I would.
Because
you can't separate 'em.
eventually James Bond is gonna have to retire.
No,
Nah.
it's a fictional character.
Fictional character.
Superman doesn't need to retire. Batman doesn't need to
Yeah, we don't
retire.
need, these guys don't need to actually get old and
The
retire.
thing is,
I mean,
like, we've
They can still use the name
made
James
entertainment
Bond,
too
even if
realistic. Everyone
Well,
tries to
no,
make
it
it
everything
would have to
in
be
pop
like
culture.
if they quit being Bond and they just had 007 Luke.
No, because it's
But-
part
It
of
was,
being.
I don't know, Idris Elba
Here.
or something.
He couldn't
part of-
he couldn't be James Bond.
Emily, shush. Jeff wants to say
Yeah,
something.
you can't do that first off because it's Ian Fleming's James Bond 007 is the copyright and the character, and in every movie it's James Bond
Mhm.
007. But we got to stop trying to treat everything like it's real and trying to break it down like it's a real thing. Like we've
That's
logicked our
true.
way out of fun entertainment.
100%.
That's
Like-
true.
Superman flies around in a red cape. I don't need him to be realistic or tackle, you know, the issues of today. Like we're supposed to go to the theater and shut our brains off.
Cavill
I know,
is a
but
brilliant Superman.
What directors always go for is they want you to have some sort of suspension of disbelief, and they want to make it just realistic enough that you could actually see it happening.
I don't think that works for like the Avengers, Luke.
Well, yeah.
That's total suspension of disbelief.
Now I do think that James Bond, if you're gonna do now, like you have room in the universe to spin off and play with, you know, other agents.
I honestly, it would be
other 007.
kind of neat to see other agents too.
And I'm fine with that, but I do think that a James Bond 007, this is one of those characters. I always say when it comes to race or gender swapping, if it doesn't impact the character in any way, then it's fine. And in those instances, the only time that swapping the race or gender of a character typically doesn't impact their backstory in any way is if they're a more minor character or underdeveloped or not human or not, you know, based in reality in some way. And so James Bond, you know, it does fundamentally change who James Bond is. If you change the race, they're going to have different experiences. They're going to have different relationships. It's going to be a completely different story. So I agree that there's definitely room in a James Bond style universe for a black 00 agent. That if you want 007, just make 007 and just make it James Bond and just, you know, do that. So
Luke's just admiring his picture with Hayden Christensen.
Did you see that?
Can't stop looking at it.
Prequel?
a what?
A John Wick prequel?
Really?
Yeah, the Continental. He's not in it. It's just about the Continental. It
Okay.
takes place in 1975.
See, that's the kind of in-universe stuff that's fun.
You won't watch it.
Why?
Mel Gibson stars in it.
Why would they do that to a perfectly good franchise?
Lethal
That just
Weapon.
seems ridiculous.
Oh, what do you have against Mel Gibson?
He hates my people.
Yeah, but wasn't he like drunk out of mind when he said that?
On like 5 separate occasions, he drunkenly blasted how much he hates the Jews. That's like, okay, I guess this is how you really feel, guy.
I can see him being drunk that many
I
times.
could like
so.
he's been plastic.
Yeah, but if every time you're drunk,
Well, I
you want to
know,
go
I'm
on
just-
tirades
I'm
about
just
how much you
saying I
hate the
can see him
Jews,
being drunk that much.
if every time you're drunk you go on a tirade about how much you hate the Jews, it probably means you hate the Jews.
Sorry,
No.
Luke laughs when he's uncomfortable.
That's okay.
Not necessarily uncomfortable. I just found that funny.
It was supposed to be. Thank
I
you.
shouldn't.
You should. It was intended as comedy.
The Witcher, the next season of The Witcher is coming out.
Haven't seen the first
Still
one.
haven't seen the
I haven't
first.
It's
seen this
good.
one either.
It's actually really good.
This is what I've heard. I don't
I mean,
know.
Cavill does a great job in that, just being this big silent rock.
Yeah.
He just growls at everything. It kind of works.
This was the show that turned a lot of people into like full-on Cavill fanatics, you know? So,
I always liked him. Thought he was pretty. Anna would agree with that.
yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Anna's her number one, his number one
I
fan.
think Cavill should probably get a restraining order just for security reasons.
Safety.
Oh, we were
He
talking
might
about
wake up in her
Henry Cavill on
basement
the show
someday.
on it.
Fun.
Not that it wouldn't be fun, but I don't think he'd appreciate being locked up in Anna's basement.
I mean, there are probably worse things. I'm
It'll
not
be
sure
the
what they are, but
The
I'm sure
studio
there
where
are.
she films all of her stuff. It'll just be Henry Cavill like tied up in the background, doing his American accent for her because she doesn't like the British one.
Yeah, that's true. That would be. I was wondering, like in my mind, I think that's the reality. If Anna ever did successfully snag a Henry Cavill, is she would just convince him that he wasn't ever allowed to speak anything but American around her.
I think it would work for about a week, and then you realize, what the hell? I'm Superman. Just fly out of the room, literally.
I mean, look, we don't know what she's got between her legs, so I make no assumptions without knowing all of the information.
Okay.
I'm not putting it past my friend to potentially have a magic vagina. Maybe she does. I'm just saying. Apparently, she was talking about porn on your stream all night. So
It did come up. She's like, I probably watch more porn than all of you guys.
Yeah.
Nintendo and I went, yeah,
I
you
do.
And then Nick goes, I'm 35 and single. Shut up. And it was hilarious. I was about to be like, Nick,
I
has
watch
a fucking
porn.
collection.
And surprisingly enough, I have a fiance that doesn't care.
what kind of porn do you like?
Okay, now I care.
Okay,
I'm
Luke, what
kidding,
kind of
go
porn do
ahead,
you
I don't
like?
care.
Anything that works.
Hmm.
I mean, that's a fair answer. I respect that.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Apparently, she asked Winona Ryder at a party in the early. Oh, sorry, I'm back on Mel Gibson for a second. The chat is on the Mel Gibson train.
Oh boy.
Apparently, he asked Winona Ryder at a party in the early 1990s if she was an oven dodger.
What?
What does that mean? I don't
Think about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
There's like no humor to that.
Hey, Michelle, what's up? How are you doing, my lovely lady? How are you doing, my little sis? Yeah, he's one that's just, it's just, I cannot, it's just one of those ones. It's like Kevin Spacey's another one. Like, it doesn't stop me from going back and watching things of them that I've previously enjoyed. Although there was stuff in Mel Gibson's I didn't really care for before. Like, even before all that stuff came out, he just was kind of creepy to me, and I didn't love him.
I only like him in Lethal Weapon, and those movies are just beyond whatever he's.
I love him in Braveheart. I still love him in
Never
Braveheart.
seen it.
That movie is very, very inaccurate, though.
Oh,
When you
yeah.
actually read Wallace was not a Highlander; he was a Lowlander. Came
And
from
there
a
was no
very,
white movie
very
back then.
wealthy family, and was appointed by the church. He didn't just go off on his own. He was never married. Everything else is pretty much accurate, but never married, never had a wife. It was just very romanticized.
Yeah. Makes
That's
sense.
all.
Freedom. Yeah, I don't. The Mel Gibson movies I've liked really just are Lethal Weapons 1 through 4. Like, I didn't like Pocahontas as a kid.
Oh, reading the chat.
Mad Max is good. I can't shit on Mad Max. I keep forgetting he played Mad Max, but
Oh, yeah.
I still have to watch
Hamlet,
one.
he was good too.
What?
He
Oh,
was a Hamlet with Mel Gibson.
And so
Forever
like,
Young, solid.
sorry.
that was it. Did you say the Patriot already?
No, I said Forever Young.
Okay, but I said
That
you
was
didn't
good.
know.
The
Oh,
Patriot was really good.
I do like the Patriot.
Yeah.
It was, but kind of like Braveheart, it wasn't fully accurate either.
It was more
Mhm.
accurate though, and it definitely makes me cry more. That movie.
Great
Isn't Heath
soundtrack.
Ledger in that one? Doesn't he play a son?
It was a good movie.
Yes.
Heath Ledger, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't imagine going through what that father went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your wife, your kid. That must be pretty hard.
Yep.
They could take his family, but they could never take his.
Duh.
I'm sorry. I've seen way too many
Say
memes
hi.
about the Freedom one. Freedom!
It is hilarious.
I went
It's
to see
about-
the new James Bond, and I got motion sick.
so you did go to see it, huh?
I saw like maybe half an hour of it, then I got motion sick.
And then you're like, fuck this noise. Well, you probably made the right life choice anyway, though. So
Was
yeah.
it terrible?
Yeah.
It's
like,
not the worst Bond movie, but it ain't too far off from being the worst.
Oh, the worst one is the one with Timothy Dalton, 100%.
I don't think so at
Which
all.
one with Timothy Dalton?
What was it called?
Oh,
A View to a Kill was pretty.
That's Roger
terrible.
Moore. That's
Those
1985.
are horrible. And I hate to say it, but the last Pierce Brosnan one was horrible.
Yeah, Die Another Day is not a good movie.
No,
No.
the plot's all over
GoldenEye
the
was
place.
brilliant.
Yep.
It would
Yeah.
probably actually be in my top 3 Bond films. And I actually think Brosnan really looks like a James Bond. Like if someone said James Bond to me, my mind would go to someone that looked just like Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan, I think, is just such a perfect look for Bond.
I wish
agree.
he could come back and play James Bond still, but it's just too late.
I actually
Yeah.
never cared much for Connery's Bond. I
I
don't know
love-
why.
I love.
I liked
Connery.
how he acted it, but I found like he didn't look the part as much as maybe he could have.
Mhm.
You could hide a gun in that chest hair.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting they've never given James Bond one of his most iconic features. James Bond has a scar in all the books, and they talk about it at great length in everyone,
Mhm.
and they've never tackled it on screen. So
Well,
I'm
that's
wondering
not
if it's
attractive to
something-
people. That's why they didn't do it.
But I'm just saying, like, if they want to do accuracy, they got to get that big old scar down the front of his face, over his eye, and
But
everything.
you know, sex sells.
Hmm.
But hey, I mean, I don't know. They could have done the scar, like Anakin Skywalker type scar on the eye.
Well, no, I just always bring it up because it's like the look of James Bond is so specific, yet they never actually get it right. I'm wondering if they'll ever take it 100%, you know?
Yeah.
That's
You
why when
need
people-
an actor that knew the books. And who's
Yeah.
actually willing to fight for that, because if you get a big enough name for your actor, studios will bend for them.
True.
And that's so you need an actor that's willing to fight for it and that knows the books.
Or a director that actually wants to do a book.
Mhm.
But that would be one of the more interesting iterations of a James Bond project, I think, is to go book faithful, try to really do
Mhm.
something like that. Get the imagery.
I
get all
have an
that.
original copy of The Spy Who Loved Me, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first edition.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
Have you read through it yet?
No, I'm too afraid to touch it.
Well, because James Bond's barely in that book. He's not full adaptation. If you
That'd be
made that movie,
interesting.
it would be from her perspective. And then at the middle towards the end of the story, James Bond would show up.
Oh, perfect timing. Thank you for the
I
super
didn't
chats.
know it was first edition until I actually started. I took it to someone who knew books, and they told me it was a first edition, not to touch it.
That's
Because
awesome.
apparently
though.
that book is very rare in a first edition.
Wow, that I'm sure it is. That's fucking awesome.
It was
Did
50
you just
cents, eh?
stumble? Did you just stumble up across it?
It was a garage sale, 50 cents.
Wow! Don't you love that shit?
I love that
God,
ship.
that's
I'm a
crazy.
little envious when people
That's-
have those.
Kind of amazing, yeah.
Yeah, you should see all the stuff I find. I have a painting of by Gainsborough. You know the one of the lady with the blue hat? I have a
Yeah.
replica someone painted of that in my house.
Wow, that's wild.
I have a lot of weird things. That
Sir
looks
Roundhouse-
large for the crepe.
Sir Ruin House Rounded, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, there
I
he
saw
is.
the new Halloween movie last
Ooh,
night
this
and I
is
regret it.
vanilla.
Emily, I'm trying to read a super chat. Puppy! No. Oh, it's a puppy. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Okay,
Vanilla.
super chat. Hi, Vanilla. I saw the new Halloween movie last night and I regret it. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Jeff said so too.
dude.
How,
Fuck that movie.
how upset were you walking out of the new James Bond movie, Jeff?
I was more, okay. Let me answer this question fully. I was more upset by what I watched with Halloween Kills than I was James Bond, but I did leave James Bond more upset. I thought Halloween was a shittier film that ruined the iconic character just as much as No Time to Die ruined
Can
James
you
Bond.
open that?
So Ruin of House Roundhead, I ask you, did you like Halloween 2018? I didn't, but I liked it a lot more than what Halloween Kills was. And Halloween Ends looks very, I don't know, what's the right word?
Did it not come with a
Stupid.
Yeah.
Because Jesse, the whole premise was Halloween was going to take place in one night. And then this one ends, and they're like, yeah, we're doing it 3 years in the future now, so they can make more of Michael Myers.
That makes sense.
Fiance got me a crepe.
Actually, you got yourself.
No, you gave me the money for it. It's a crepe.
Oh, a crepe. I thought you said like a crate. I'm like, a crate of what?
No, a crepe. It's smothered in chocolate, stuffed with fruit.
That sounds delicious.
I've had a Reuben crepe once. It was a
That also sounds
rye-based.
delicious.
It was amazing. Rye-based batter.
Mhm.
Big pieces of corned beef.
Oh, what's the ETA on our food?
Any minute, actually.
Cool.
I'm wearing my Calgary Flames shirt today.
I love it.
We had-
What?
I love hockey.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Montreal got their ass kicked tonight.
We were
5-0 to San Jose of all things.
The Sharks?
Yeah,
I
pretty
don't know these
embarrassing.
things.
They're
I
not
just
even like
know-
a real team.
I just know the Flyers are terrible.
Flyers are so
They were on
sad.
home ice too, and they were the Stanley Cup finalists last year.
That was kind of a fluke, though. It was because of the COVID season, really. In a normal season, the Canadians would not make it past like first round of the playoffs.
True. By the way, Luke, the Oilers won.
Rats.
He hates the Oilers.
I didn't know they were still around. Kendo and
Oh,
I.
they're around.
Edmonton Oilers. You're thinking of Houston Oilers.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was like,
Also
wait,
known
what
as
was
the Tennessee Titans now.
Yep.
No, this is NHL.
Who are the Oilers in hockey land? I don't even know where.
Hartford and the Whale and all that shit, right? The Hartford Oilers or
Yeah.
something like that?
Hartford Whalers,
Whalers, that's
now
what it
known
is.
as the Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay.
PC culture, fuck that shit. Oh, did you see the Arizona, the Coyotes' new logo? It's hideous.
I haven't. We're not really hockey people.
You should
At all.
be. It's awesome.
I grew up in a city that didn't have a professional hockey team. We had the Cincinnati
So did I.
Cyclones / the Anaheim Ducks were in Cincinnati for a couple years. The Mighty Ducks, that like there was a real
Oh,
Mighty
they're
Ducks
the one
team.
who the Oilers' ass beat last tonight. So
Good. They were a bad team in Cincinnati.
they did win the Stanley Cup one year against Ottawa in 2007.
The Blues won a couple years ago, and that's all Kendo could talk about.
I remember.
They're
Go
doing good this year, the Blues.
The Blues, a couple of years ago, they were in like dead last, and then they win the Stanley Cup.
That's impressive.
That was the season we were covering on the channel. We weren't really covering. He was just so excited.
Mm.
And now just Tampa, Florida, they've just won
Twice.
Stanley Cup in a row, and their NFL team just won the Super Bowl as well with Brady.
Yeah, but
That was
that's
bullshit.
just because Brady and fuck Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Fuck Tom
But
Brady.
you remember the idiots was saying that he was racist to win the Super Bowl during Black History Month?
Oh yeah, like what the fuck? That's
Just because he's white and he won something doesn't mean he hates black people.
yeah.
I'll actually say that about Tom Brady. I don't think he
I
is
doubt
racist because he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think
He could be
yeah.
many things.
I don't think winning the Super Bowl makes you racist just because people think that a black man deserves
Makes
it
you a
more.
fucking cheater. Like,
That's true
I
too.
firmly believe they cheat for him.
Definitely a fucking cheater, but not racist as far as I know. Has played with racists.
I'm just about done with Black Lives Matter, to be honest.
I mean, I'm surprised it took you this long.
I mean, I get the sentiment, but you can't go around burning people's businesses to the ground just because they don't want to give you free shit.
Emily, it doesn't matter. The important thing to remember is that black people are the most important people, and everyone else should just roll over and fucking die rather than offend one of them. That's the rule. Follow the law, or you will be canceled.
And then they get so mad when a black person has a different opinion than them.
Did you hear about the Chappelle stuff? How they've amended it? Netflix came out in defense of him, and now they're saying the opposite.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that's
They're talking about all this stuff. Dave Chappelle, Netflix.
Yeah.
stood up for Dave Chappelle.
Netflix
Chappelle's hilarious.
Okay.
Now they've gone back.
And now they're not.
Yeah, they're not
Okay.
okay. Him anymore. They're saying, well, his words are offensive to trans people because all these people are walking out of work or whatever. It's like,
Did they listen to this fucking show, like their own damn special?
last week, though, Jesse, he gave the most nuanced response.
Uh-huh.
It was very well said until they got to a couple things, and I'll just leave out.
Yeah.
But then they go back to this.
And Renee, this is bullshit. This shows you don't care about if you don't actually care about trans people or trans lives, because if you did, you would support Dave Chappelle's special. If you fucking listen to it and you understand what trans people actually are dealing with and shit like that, then if you actually gave a shit about trans lives, you would fucking support his special, because his entire special is in support of a trans person who lost their fucking life over hatred and bullying. So, fucking exactly. The story about Daphne was everything. For those of you who haven't checked it out yet, the whole reason Dave Chappelle did this special is because he was so sick of being called a transphobe after this thing that happened. Which was that this trans woman that he had become good friends with and tried to help her in her comedy career publicly went to bat for Dave Chappelle online over one of the big, Dave Chappelle hates trans people things, got her ass dragged on Twitter, and 6 days later killed herself.
And then people want to call Dave Chappelle
because she suffered anti-trans bullying at the hands of other people who purported to be trans and purported to be trans allies. So like people who ran around screaming about how big of trans allies they were, bullied a transgender person to death. And Dave Chappelle is standing up on stage saying, I don't give a shit if you cancel me. This is important. And so what's the reaction from the woke community? Oh yeah, we should definitely cancel Dave Chappelle. Proving once again how fucking stupid people are and how you can't help them, because if you hold out your hand to lift them off of a sinking, burning ship, if you're too racist, they'll slap it away and fucking die.
Well, that's Darwin Awards for you.
Damn straight. So Ruin of House Rounded, thank you for the super chat. I thought Halloween 2018 was fine. I enjoyed it. These sequels are all about making money now. They don't care about making good movies. Jeff, would you like to comment? Because I know you were not the biggest fan of 2018.
Yeah, Halloween 2018 was the Force Awakens of horror movies. And what I mean by that is it's essentially the same movie as the first one, But the way it's marketed is they get as many original people that are still alive, and people think that because the original cast comes back or the original actors are in the film, that it adds to the actual movie. But when I watch these movies, I notice how bad some of these original actors were because these iconic films got lucky to become popular. Halloween was a no-budget $300,000 movie where they fucking scattered their own leaves on the ground and picked it up. They had to paint their own pumpkins because they couldn't get a real one. So to act like every actor that ever appeared in Halloween is worthy is bullshit. And that's where these movies fall apart for me. Unless you're Jamie Lee Curtis or Donald Pleasance, you didn't really add much to the story. You weren't a big actor. And Nancy Keys and all these people, sorry, you all stayed independent. Kyle Richards, you're a fucking millionaire, but you can't act. You were a child actor, and now you're on The Real Housewives. Like, all these movies just feel like parts of not a movie. Like, before they would cast people because they wanted to make a good story. Sure. Now they cast people because they're recognizable, no matter how good or bad.
That's not really good. Does not quality cinema make.
Well, that's how I feel.
But,
it's a long way of saying it, but
I have an unpopular opinion with Star Wars.
Huh?
I actually didn't mind The Force Awakens. It's the last two that went off their rocker.
Nope,
they're all off their rocker.
I thought The Force Awakens is an absolute abomination. It's a hollow echo of what the original Star Wars movie was, and it doesn't. It misses the point. It misunderstands what it is, and so you break Han Solo's character in service of plugging him into the Obi-Wan part, and it doesn't make any sense given the journey he's been on. And you have a main character with literally no agency. Rey doesn't do anything in that movie. Like, she doesn't make decisions in that movie. She just goes along with what everyone else tells her to do. And it just gets worse as the movies go on.
I may just watch movies though for the effects sometimes. But...
Oh, and not to mention Disney makes a new droid called BB-8 just for toy sales.
So I mean, it's about
actually, I think BB-8 was like one of the best characters in that film. To be honest, he had more life than the lead actress.
And he was only made to sell toys.
This is true, but Luke is absolutely right. He's only there to sell toys, and he's just R2-D2. And given that R2-D2 still exists in the universe, even in this fucking movie, there's absolutely no reason for R2-D2 not to play R2-D2 again. You know,
Adam Driver carried that film.
He absolutely did, and his character was written horribly. I will say The Force Awakens, that was his acting did so much for that character, but that character's writing is one of the biggest places where that movie falls apart. Oh, hail Zach Blackfire. I'm glad you're excited. And Michelle, I've been really reading your messages over there. I'm glad you're okay. And
I'm about to burp,
your parents are
so
being
I'm just going to
protected. No, you're good.
It might be very loud.
Jem McMahon, thank you for the super chat. Pop quiz hot shots. What's your favorite Bob Seger song? Let's see. What are Bob Seger's greatest hits?
Bob Seger was a.
I'm well aware of who he is. I'm just trying to think of what his actual songs are.
You know, I know.
Whoa, Hollywood Nights, by far, Hollywood Nights. I love that song.
I know who he is too, but my mind isn't bringing up any of his songs.
That's why I looked up his greatest hits, because it's okay. So here's the greatest hits as determined by the album: Roll Me Away, Night Moves, Turn the Page, You'll Accompany Me, Hollywood Nights, Still the Same, Old Time Rock and Roll, We've Got Tonight, Against
that
the
one,
Wind.
the Old Time Rock and Roll.
That's a great song.
That's
Against the Wind, Main Street, The Fire Inside, Like a Rock, C'est La Vie, In Your Time. I was about to say, when I read that super chat, my first response was, I feel like Bob Seger is just like a like not love guy for me. But once I go through the greatest hits, I'm like, no, I really love some of his hits though. Like, he really had some. I got Hollywood Nights though.
I currently have CeeLo Green's "FU" stuck in my head.
Those Hollywood hills, she was walking so right with her diamonds. There's just something about that song, and now that I live out here too, it's just there's like an excitement in that song. Some songs that were written about LA Woman has it too. Some songs that are written about Los Angeles and Hollywood like have that energy and excitement to them, and Hollywood Nights has it.
I have CeeLo Green's "FU" stuck in my head.
Nah, it's a great song.
I see you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you.
What's your favorite Bob Seger song?
Shakedown from Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Nice. I picked Hollywood Nights. Because I forgot. I was like, what does Bob Seeger even do? Because like I know his songs. I know Night Moves and stuff, but like I couldn't remember any of his titles off the top of my head, so I pulled it up. He's the original for Old Time Rock and Roll too. That I forgot. Everyone knows the yeah, everyone knows that song. But yeah, no, he's done a bunch. He's Turned the Page as well. Everyone knows the Metallica
Did
cover.
you ever listen to the Bob Seger story? How my one friend's brother played fucking golf with him or some shit? They tell that story in my family like it's a big deal.
Yeah, I actually think I have heard that story. Weirdly,
I'm sorry.
it's fine. Hey, Justin Proper's here.
Hey, I remember that guy.
Penis.
No, Justin is Wiener.
Yeah, we do have the Death Wiener lady herself here.
Luke Wiener Walker, the Sky Wiener Boy.
The Space Wiener Boy. Space Wiener Boy. Wiener Boy.
That should be like a parody. The Space Wiener Boy.
It should be.
Robot
should
Chicken. Listen up.
So Beth, tell us a little more about your trip in the con and anything more to tell.
We got to go to Disney World.
Nice.
It was awesome. I haven't been there since I was like 3.
Yeah.
Splash Mountain is the funnest thing I've ever been on.
It is so
we
fun.
went on it like 5 times.
I'm surprised they haven't.
Back into the lineup to put me on it again.
I'm surprised they haven't canceled it yet.
They did the one in LA. But,
they canceled the one in LA? They did? They changed it?
They're going to, but the one in Florida.
Still.
I hope they don't change it. It's charming.
It's Florida.
It is, and the thing is, like, there's nothing really fucked up on the ride either. Like,
I mean,
there's nothing.
There's nothing racist in it. They're animals. The animals had nothing to do with the race
Exactly.
part of the
Maybe
original.
the movie itself had some questionable things, but the ride,
Little kids are just going to see animals.
True, exactly. Ain't no tar babies on the ride, all right? I'm just
But the
I do remember
drop
reading
at
that book
the
as a
drop-
child, though, and
Oh,
the thing is not actually realizing what he
For
was.
those who are interested,
What it
we
was?
also did see Star Wars. Also
It was a little,
Galaxy's
for
Edge.
me, it wasn't overly interesting. I'm not a huge Star Wars person. It was neat, but I was much more interested in
The
just
one ride, Rise of the Resistance. The special effects on it were so well done.
really good, but they made us wait for about an hour because the machine broke down. So we were sitting there locked in this room with a little child who did not want to be there and kept running around pushing buttons.
Huh.
And his mom was just like, please sit down. Please sit down. Trying to stay very calm.
Did you do a smuggler's run as well?
We couldn't get in.
Well, wait,
Oh.
we did.
What?
That's the one with the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
I think, yeah, we did do that as well.
I don't care for the overly digital rides.
I do like a physical ride. There's nothing beats a physical
I
thrill.
prefer to feel like I'm in there, like the Tower of Terror and things like that just drop you.
Yeah.
I hated that ride. I was
Yeah.
clinging to the lady beside me who I
Do they
didn't
still
even
do the-
know. It was scaring me that
The
bad.
Twilight Zone opening.
Oh yeah, is it still the Tower of Terror one down there? Is it still the old
Hollywood
Twilight?
Tower of Terror, yeah.
Because the one out here is now like an Avengers thing or something.
I saw.
But no, it's the original
Or
Tower of
Guardians of the
Terror,
Galaxy
and,
one. Oh,
it is not,
such a good
not
ride.
for the faint of heart.
Guardians.
And it's funny because you know nothing's gonna happen.
Like
Like you're fine. But
Mhm.
my brain is telling me, oh my god, I'm going to die.
It's a really great ride because it's like it's just
Yeah.
that. I mean, it's just you get to be part of the unfinished Twilight Zone episode. You
Another
know?
one that I really loved was Big Thunder Mountain Railway.
Oh yeah,
I loved that ride.
that's a fun one.
Um,
I actually really enjoyed when they turned Space Mountain into Hyperspace Mountain.
Yeah, it's the one here is the one in Florida is not as nice as the one in LA. I do remember that. The one in Florida is a 1-seater. The cars, it's a 2 in Florida in LA. I distinctly remember that. And I would have preferred that because I kind of want to have someone to hold on to.
What? It's more fun that way. What's the
I
point
feel
of taking
alone.
your
I
man
felt
to a?
very alone when I was.
What's the point of taking
and
your
there's
man to a
no-
park if you can't?
There's planets and everything in Hyperspace Mountain.
Mhm.
There's nothing in the one in Florida. It's just
Oh, just
blackness and lots of very unpredictable turns.
mm-hmm.
But it was fun. And we went on the Small World ride.
It's a small world after all.
Oh,
It's a small world after
Oh, we went on
all.
Expedition Everest too in Animal Kingdom.
How was that? I've never
How
done that
was
one.
that?
I liked it.
Yeah, I
just
had
heard
my
about it.
eyes closed for most of it.
Ah,
Next
good.
time, you guys should go to Universal Studios.
Oh,
We
It's so
wanted
awesome.
to, we didn't have time.
But we did get to see the White House and the Lincoln Memorial.
And we got to eat at the Be Our Guest restaurant.
Did you say the White House?
Be our guest.
Yeah,
No, I thought you
We
said
got
the
to see
White
the
House.
White House.
Distance.
That's what I thought he said.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And we got to see some of the Smithsonian. We got to see the Hope Diamond.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hey, is
I,
C-3PO still...
the person there warned us not to look at it too long. It's brought
Oh.
death to like 13 different people.
You can tell them
Oh.
about experience in New York now.
Almost every person it's been given to, that family, royal family, has immediately been hit with death and destruction. It's the original blood diamond. What else? We got to see a Da Vinci painting.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
lucky. Which one?
I don't remember what it was called, but
The
they
Ginevra da Vinci. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. That's what it was called, though.
it was pretty neat.
It's the only Da Vinci painting in the Western Hemisphere.
And we got to see
Wow.
we have a painting attributed to an artist called Lavinia Fontana,
Uh-huh.
and she had some of her paintings in there too.
Ooh.
What else did we get to see? Can't remember, but we got to see lots of paintings.
Well, we saw the Natural History Museum, a couple other goodies there.
Mm-hmm.
The highlight was the Hope Diamond.
Highlight was definitely the Hope Diamond.
At the
That's
American
really
History
cool.
Museum, a bunch of it was closed.
I didn't go. I
I
was
got-
pooped that
We
day.
got to see a bit of metal from the old World Trade Center.
Though the metal from the old World Trade Center for me and for Luke wouldn't have been the neatest thing, because we have a military museum in Calgary that has a piece of the Trade Center.
Oh, wow.
That's literally right out there. It's very sad. Like, you don't want to be around it very long. There's some objects that I think just get energy from whatever happened.
But we
Yeah.
did see the new World Trade Center as well.
Yeah, we got to eat in the new World Trade Center.
Ooh, fun.
I was
Okay,
not
nice.
happy up there. It was too high.
Too much height.
Sorry if we're
Not a
boring
hype person.
or droning on too much.
How was the food?
It was good. I had what did I have?
At the World Trade Center, you had a cheesecake. I remember that.
A cheesecake and a steak.
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
And we went to a 5-star restaurant in New York.
Ooh.
That sounds cool.
But Luke had something with peanuts earlier,
Uh-oh.
which makes him sick. He's allergic.
Uh-oh.
And he wasn't quite over it. So we got back from that restaurant and he throws up. Me
Oh,
had
no.
the nicest salmon I've ever had in my life. He throws up.
Oh,
Me
no.
being a sympathetic vomiter, I immediately just hurl up the salmon that I had eaten. And that was like $400 gone.
Oh, no.
It wasn't fun, but it was interesting.
Because I think they forgot about the meat in mine. There's no beef.
Oh,
Somewhere else. Sorry, I was just staring at my food and being sad.
It's
I'll say-
okay. I do that too.
Fucked it up when I went and redid the salmon.
Tim
Yeah.
Hortons, that's our equivalent to like Dunkin' Donuts, gave me a wrap the other day with the sauce not in it.
I've spent many a days in a Tim Hortons. I like that place. We had them in Michigan.
Yeah, Timmy's is great, and it's a lot of the money they make they donate to children's hockey leagues and stuff like that. They
That's
do the
cool.
nicest French vanilla you'll ever have.
But I will say, from personal experience, I actually think Dunkin' Donuts has better donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts is my jam.
Basically, your guys' version of Tim's.
Yep. Dunkin'
I
was
like how
always-
Timmy's is laid out though. It's like a very. They do good apple fritters though.
Funny thing though, until like 7-ish years ago, Dunkin' was all East Coast, and it actually moved to California about the same time I did. So the first one started up out
Something
here
else
like,
that we don't really have here is Chili's.
ha!
Oh, well, it's just Chili's.
Chili's is a special place in my
We
heart.
ate it in Florida and it made me sick.
Oh no! I got food poisoning from a Chili's once. It's a special place in my heart though because it was actually the
Because
only Mexican
Luke
food in
got
Bennington.
food poisoning from Boston Pizza, and he still won't eat there. He
Look,
was 7.
oh
Okay,
my god! I once got food poisoning from a place called Boston Pizza.
Yeah, it's owned by someone named Jim Trevleving. He's on Dragon's Den.
Good. Ours is just we have a lot of places called like Boston or Boston style pizza and stuff around.
No, this is like a chain, Boston Pizza.
Yeah, this one was just whatever.
I will say my favorite fast food chain is probably Wendy's.
We almost had Wendy's for dinner
Oh yeah.
because we were talking about.
I
Frosted
find
Flakes.
that they their food feels more high end than most fast food places.
I tend to agree. I miss the days of their salad bar in my youth.
They're
They
burning
still
the
have
food.
salads.
Not in here. They don't have the salad bars anymore. Not here. Like
Oh,
the
you
salad
poor
bars.
When you come up here, you're having a salad.
But like they still have the salad bar.
An apple pecan chicken salad.
Oh, see, we get salads. I just mean the salad bar, like where you actually
Oh.
got the whole salad bar and stuff. You can make your own and go back 1,000 times.
But
and
their
eat a ton of
apple
pudding.
pecan chicken salad is
It's
delicious.
delicious.
The one
I
with the
used to
blue
live on
cheese
that.
on it and everything.
Yep.
That is high end for a
Yeah.
fast food
Get some
restaurant.
extra pecans.
There you go. If you got to do fast food dining, man, do it right.
Yeah. It's funny how
And their
That's
chili is lovely too.
needed to catch up, or else it would have been extinct already.
Mhm.
It's on its way out still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I love their salads.
Wendy's. I used to love their what was it? The like 7-layer bean dip or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love that.
I really like the Baconator.
Oh yeah, the bacon is good. Where can we
No
get the
lettuce on
poutine?
that bad boy. That's what
Well,
we
yeah,
had for dinner.
Did you find any good poutine out our way?
No. I love poutine, but we were mostly focused on high end dining
That makes sense.
because we have none of that shit here.
Yeah. What was your favorite meal on the trip?
We went to a place called Ocean Prime, and I had Chilean sea bass.
Ooh,
favorite.
that's Jeff's favorite fish.
Pancake.
We've made it a couple times once.
Well,
right?
my
Yeah,
favorite
it was
fish is
amazing.
probably the Atlantic salmon. A
Mhm.
good pistachio crusted Atlantic salmon.
That sounds delicious.
But the Chilean sea bass, they had cooked it in almost like a scallop shape. And it
Yeah.
was beautifully done with this very light
Thick
butter
fillet.
broth.
Oh, God,
When you
perfect.
come to visit us, I'll make the one we made.
Yeah,
It was just
That
I've had
sounds
it in
really
restaurants
nice.
before, but it turned out just as good as a
it did.
restaurant.
It really did. It was perfect.
The chat.
Luke's laughing at the chat. What is it saying? I can't see it.
If Disney World gets hit by a hurricane, I really hope it destroys It's a Small World.
Yeah. Oh, Justin is fucking hating on Small World.
That is a
Um,
classic ride, Justin.
I feel so
So
sorry
is
for
Back
people
to
who
the
work at
Future.
Small World. He hates the puppets. Oh, fuck those stupid singing dolls. I love you, Justin. Oh my God, Proper, you're the best.
I never understood the appeal of It's a Small World. Like,
Well, I
Think
don't
you
really
would
get
mean
the
thematically?
appeal. I find that it's a nice ride to go on after you've gone on all the hurl your guts ones.
That's fair. It is like it's a great like
It's a great
Palate
starter
palate
for a little
cleanser ride,
kid
yeah.
too.
it's a great one to just chill out on for a minute after right after lunch or something.
that was the train at Kings Island that you rode. That's we always rode after we ate, so we didn't puke.
Yeah, it was fun. We went. We got to see. Have you seen the riverboat that goes through Disney World? The old steamer.
Yeah, they've got one at
It's beautiful. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
Was it from Cleveland?
The chat's going nuts for lobster
I
right
was
now.
just loving it.
Mm.
do
I
love
got to
lobster.
wheelchair for most of it though.
Oh,
Oh, I have flat feet.
oh,
But the fun thing is, it gets you to the front of the line every single time.
nice. I mean, it's an excuse that'll get
And
you
it
out of the
got us
army.
to the front of the log for Splash Mountain every time.
That's awesome.
Didn't I
That's
use
perfect.
to push in a wheelchair?
That's what you want with Splash Mountain. You want the front of that log, especially on a hot day.
Hmm.
And it wasn't my first
Absolutely.
time pushing a wheelchair either. My grandmother's kind of handicapped.
Have you been to Disney World?
Yes.
Is it just me, or is the drop for Splash Mountain, the final one, far more vertical in Disney World?
I haven't been to Disney World since the 90s, and we went, and it was fun, but I remember Universal Studios more. Because, like, the Disney rides never hooked me. Like, the Universal ones, I remember every single experience.
The
King Kong,
Disneyland
Jaws, Back to the
drop
Future.
is still pretty gnarly, though. I gotta say, I haven't been to
The
where
one, though, the one in Disney, I've been to both. The one in Disney World, though, feels like the log's gonna leave the track. Kind of steep.
What if the log scrapes
And
it?
the girl behind me, she was about maybe 7, was bawling her eyes out. She
Oh
was
my God.
not having fun.
I'm gonna die. I hope
But,
Disneyland gets caught up in one of those wildfires just so the faces of the dolls and It's a Small World melt like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh my God, Justin. I
Don't
love
look
you.
at it, Marion.
Oh,
No, you want it to look like that opening scene to like that introduced the kids to Wonka's Chocolate Factory in Johnny Depp's version.
Yeah. Oh God.
You remember that? They all caught fire?
No, that. Yeah. Stunning visual. Stunning visual. Question for me: what is in this sauce that I haven't put in here? Angry things. Sorry.
Here,
There
put
we
it all trap.
They gave me a little thing of extra sauce for myself, and I'm like, this is probably full of murder. Yep, it's full of pepper flakes, which means murder for Jesse.
I'm sorry, I'm just really excited about getting to go to Disney World. I've wanted to go again ever since I was like 7.
Did you get to meet Mickey Mouse?
No, but I was kind of terrified of him as a child. Lil can do impressions, by the way.
I am so enjoying all of Justin's Small World hatred.
We need to hang out, Justin.
All right, guys, take the floor. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Let's see.
Do you want Luke to do impressions?
Yeah.
Okay, you do impressions. I'm not wearing pants, so I'm going to very carefully sneak around here.
Request
She
an
said-
impression and I'll do it.
She said, "Wait a minute till she gets back because she wants to hear him."
All right.
No, I said, I'm sorry, I don't have any pants on, so I'm just going to scoot around here.
Yeah.
Oh, proper. What is up? All right, Zach Blackfire. He says the ET ride at Universal was dope. I rode it once. I still have yet to see the movie ET, so I'm really late to that party. I don't think I'll ever watch ET. Jesse, is it too late to watch ET?
It's never too late to watch ET.
Do your Gollum impression. That's quite funny.
Wait till Jesse's back.
I found my pants. I
Let's
guess
see.
you all know what we were up to before this.
Like everybody else. Well,
You talk too much.
You know I love to embarrass you, Luke.
Unfortunately.
And shut up and eat your blackberry.
No.
ooh, blackberries sound tasty.
Jane is so fat again.
Oh.
Look how fat he is.
Look at these beautiful blackberries.
I love you. Oh my God, that's a thick blackberry.
This is a Loganberry.
Could you make a phone call on that
Yeah,
blackberry?
blackberries are so like 2006, hey?
My friend had one up until 2013. It broke when
I'm
we were on vacation.
24, and I've never had an iPhone or a phone in my life.
I didn't get my first iPhone until I was like 20, 21-ish.
I just find like if I had it, I'd be on it too much.
That's fair. It is addiction. All the time. Nom nom nom.
There's your Gollum impression. All right.
My precious. But Master would hurt us. Master is our friend.
We hate them. Velocities, and we want it.
Oh, yours is damn good.
You want to do more?
That's not a bad
All right.
goal. That's
You
better
can do
than
Mickey
mine.
Mouse pretty good. Mickey Mouse. No,
That's-
a little bit better.
It's not my best impression.
Good.
I don't know.
That's solid. Where's the ball?
Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
You didn't even drink any alcohol.
Case in point, I'm a lightweight.
Did you smell
Oh, careful.
alcohol? Did you suck alcohol out of Luke's dick?
Blood alcohol.
Well, considering how much he drinks sometimes, I'm not surprised if there's still some in there.
There you go. There you go. These things happen.
Oh yeah, alcoholic here.
So I
Well,
should say
wow.
though, I'm actually not bad at blowjobs.
Don't say that so loudly.
Yes, to the entire internet. She's very proud, Luke. She's very proud.
A little too proud, but we don't have this house to ourselves.
Ah, well, that's hard for you.
Oh, I see. That makes sense
As
then.
long
It's
as
like,
you're using
oh,
a condom, he doesn't care.
Shut
So.
up.
it doesn't matter.
Weird.
It doesn't matter if the entirety of the internet hears about your sexcapades, but his fucking parents, God no.
Make me shut up.
Shut up.
Mm.
Turn your cameras off for this one.
No,
I
keep them
don't
on.
think I
Keep them on.
will.
Oh my God.
Being weird.
You Justin, I'd like to travel back in time in a DeLorean and meet the guy who created It's a Small World and throw him screaming from a helicopter.
Well, let me Google who invented that ride so we can go back in time and kick his ass together proper. Fuck that ride.
I love you
Give him
guys.
the Pinochet treatment.
Oh, you are all.
That was too funny.
Mm.
No, I don't want any banana.
Oh.
Stop.
We get to go back in time proper and beat up Walt Disney himself
There you go. It's Walt Disney.
Choking me.
and Mark Davis.
I don't have any life insurance money.
Remember when this was YouTube? When you go to the far corners of YouTube and you could watch somebody murder another human being live on air? Well,
We watched enough rabbit holes.
here you go.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
It's
Small world.
the time is nigh. It is a small world after all. Jeff, what happened to that giant Madeline's notebook that I just so recently found?
Hi,
Is it over there now?
All right.
Luke, if you're gonna stream with us, you got to get used to this sort of thing.
Yeah.
We are incredibly weird.
I like that part. But
You.
I think
This
you
is
take it a tad too far.
It is never too far.
what's too far. What is this
Her,
too far that you speak of?
her abuse
Huh.
of a position of trust.
That's reason. I mean, she is also a woman, so you should have expected this.
That's the comeback line of the night.
So come on, you like it.
Just
It's hilarious.
Oh,
There,
Michelle,
it comes out.
I just want to say to you, because my soul sister out there, Michelle, is I guess she was went to the hospital with her baby, but everything's okay. But now everyone's freaking out because she's on bed rest and everyone's over worrying about her. I just want to say, Michelle, I know it's frustrating that everyone is hovering over you and stuff, but they're doing it because they care. And just know it's coming from a place of love. I'm sure it's probably driving you crazy since you're just probably want to get up and do stuff.
Shout
But,
out to Michelle O'Rourke though in the chat. What's up? 'Cause she's a listener too. I just want to say hey.
But shout out
Hey
to you, Michelle.
Jesse,
Yeah.
did you hear about the candidate that ran in our area that thinks that we can communicate with aliens from a rock in the middle of our national park?
No, but please tell me more. Please tell me everything.
He will tell you.
I will have you. Are you able to do a Google search right now?
Oh my God.
His name is Paul Hallelujah, and he's
He-
batshit crazy.
I'll
like-
look him up. Hold on.
Let's lock the guy who created It's a Small World in a portable toilet and set it on fire.
Proper. We're just gonna go kill Walt Disney then.
Mm.
Who did it?
Read this man's
Okay,
platform.
Our city, Calgary, just elected a new mayor yesterday.
Congratulations.
Unfortunately, not the one we're hoping for.
Not the candidate I voted for, but that's another story. But there were like 27 candidates, and most of them were like joke candidates or just not serious. But this one guy I feel bad because I think he's very mentally ill. His platform was like he's gonna have brain scans to screen police officers for racism and pedophilia.
Oh my God.
And he's gonna build space beacons to talk to aliens on Jupiter and Saturn.
Now, mind you, this man is perfectly serious and thinks all these things. He's not nuts.
And he
Paul Hallelujah.
Do you notice he was raised in Frederick? 1971 to present. He doesn't even say I was born or anything. I am Paul. 1971 to present. What the fuck?
Raised in God. What the fuck? Paul is a strange man.
He went to 4 years of Canadian medical school, a master's in theology from the University of Toronto, 2 years of electrical, computer, and geological engineering, a gold medal for the top graduating GPA.
What is geological engineering? He makes rocks. He puts rocks together. He stacks
so.
rocks.
He's a registered psychotherapist with a focus on adult psychoses as per Carson's.com.
Has he studied himself?
He's also run Bitcoin mining, equipment stores, and crypto news.
Who is this guy? So has he done like a day of each of these things, or is he like
The secret is that Paul was really the alien all along, and he's trying to convince us that he's a normal human being.
I think that's what it sounds like.
Well, I should also say this. about a month or two ago, he was thrown in the psych ward.
God.
Luke's
Wow.
dad wants us to try to go find a sign for him that was one of his campaign signs so he can frame it. But
Yes.
apparently everyone has the same idea and has been stealing his signs for purposes.
Mm.
So yeah.
All Hallelujah is my savior, and I'm embarrassed for all of Calgary that you guys did not elect him your new mayor.
What an outrage, right?
We can't really elect him if he's in the psych ward.
You can wait.
Well,
It's
we
worth
could,
it.
but-
He
Yeah,
can
but
they can
wasn't-
delegate from in there.
Wasn't there that one mayor of Canada, or one mayor in a city of
The
Canada?
mayor of
Rob-
Canada,
That's right,
yes.
Rob somebody who was doing crack.
Oh, Rob Ford.
Yeah, Rob
Well,
Ford.
he-
Whatever.
well, he's
was
dead
the
now.
mayor.
And his brother is now the premier of Ontario.
How?
Did you hear Justin Trudeau threaten Canadians?
No, what happened now?
He said that if you don't vote for me, I will hold another election in 18 months. Meaning meaning he's saying if you don't vote for me, I will waste your tax dollars again in 18 months.
That's obnoxious.
He's a fucking asshole.
That's fun.
As soon as he said that, I promptly didn't vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't listened to many people that seem to like him.
He does not seem to be all that popular.
He just got reelected with
30
only 32.
2% of the total vote got him back into power.
Wow. So you guys,
That's the kind of democracy Canada has, and it's just not working. Toronto decides for the country every single year.
it's such a problem though, because then what ends up happening though is, and this is what's going to consistently happen. I think actually for a long time, because I think there's so much individualism and selfishness now that it's like once somebody gets in power, the opposite side is going to have so much more trouble deposing them than they think these days, because everyone's so self-interested that it's like, okay, nobody can agree on who the best candidate is to go against them. So you're just going to keep seeing shit like this where it's like, oh, we got to get rid of this guy in power, but everyone who wants to get rid of them can't agree on who it should be. And so they split their vote. It's like, when Teddy Roosevelt ran the Bull Moose Party, it made it impossible for a Republican president to get elected every fucking time he did that.
Then you got Woodrow Wilson.
There would actually
Exactly.
be
Or kind of like a more recent example, Bill Clinton got in because of Ross Perot.
There would actually be, for our problems here at least, a very simple explanation. Toronto has a huge say because there's a lot of people there, so they give them a lot of seats for different members of parliament. Just expand the ridings. Have fewer ridings, but still have them encompass everyone. That way, 25% of the country would not be deciding who is prime minister for the other 75% for the rest of the time Canada exists.
So here's what Emily's getting at as well. So that Eastern Canada has, more seats per people than Western Canada, and Eastern Canada usually votes for a certain party.
And there's fewer people in a lot of Eastern Canada, and it's kind of, it's just messed up.
So if
That
you're from
sounds
Western
good.
Canada like us, you think, well, we're getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
And our economy functions very differently here than the East Coast does. So we need a prime minister that understands our economy, and they never do. The ones that get in.
That's always categorically one of the problems in this country, and will always be a problem though, because our country is so gigantic and so geographically and economically diverse that one president with their scope of experience everyone wants to govern based on their personal experience, life experiences, based on the places they've lived and seen. Don't understand that, this nation is made up of the interests of many different people. And at the end of the day, it's like, who cares about their interests as long as it gets us voted into office? So,
Yeah, that's a problem just about everywhere.
Alberta is the oil industry. And the problem with having Trudeau in power is he's very much against oil. So he basically does all he can to screw us over.
that makes sense.
And it's not really fair to us because we can't help that is our main source of income. That's literally all we're good for.
But hey, climate change.
Yeah.
But he never proposes any solutions to it.
Exactly. If you want to get rid of oil, that's all well and good. But how are you replacing those jobs? How are you replacing that industry?
Help the provinces, adapt to this new way of producing energy. Instead of just letting them flounder.
Exactly. You have to
Because
create the jobs.
You can't just let your Western provinces rot because you don't like how they make their money.
Hey, you mean like when you want to have a COVID response that says everyone needs to stay home and also not get paid?
Oh yeah, like how now no one wants to go back to work because it makes more financial sense to watch Netflix.
And that's the problem. I mean,
The
you
problem,
can't pay people more than they usually would make to stay home.
and that's a problem in both our countries.
What's happening here now, though, that you're finding out more and more now, the unemployment benefits have expired. People still aren't going back to work because now everyone else has realized too is there's so many other ways to make money outside of going back into a workforce that doesn't pay you a living wage.
And then there goes your economy.
So it's a problem on both fronts where it's like, all right, you gave everyone a really nice handout, and then they realized that the work they were doing for the pay they were getting was utter bullshit. And employers don't want to get rid of their Christmas bonuses, so they don't want to increase the minimum wage. So then people are like, okay, cool, I can go drive for Uber or drive for Lyft or do this other app-based job and this other freelance work. And then that's why most of our workforce is gonna create like really interesting crisis points because it's a problem that corporations have created for themselves by consistently ignoring the fact that you have to treat your employees well if you want them to be productive for you.
To say nothing of all the supply chain problems that are going on right now.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing is, it's all going to come to a head and force some really big reforms in different industries if they cannot continue to keep up the manpower.
Someone's got to help my future sister-in-law, though.
No.
He asked, she was all upset that there wasn't a lot of money for social programs. So he asked her, what do you propose we do? And she said, print more money. I was like, sweetie, take a lesson from Greece. That doesn't work.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Money, like anything, is a commodity. And if you have too much of something, it loses its value.
Value and money is no exception. So now that we've devolved into just like really, really sad, depressing politics,
This is a political science major right here.
there you go.
Why
Why
doesn't find it boring? But
don't we? Oh, no, I don't find it boring at all either. But it's just I think we should
everyone
course
else
correct.
might find it sad.
I think we should course correct and dive into some Mad Libs.
Hell yeah. I love that game.
Before we say goodnight.
Before we play Mad Libs, Jesse, I found the perfect
Make it inappropriate.
I'm going to read it on air.
Okay.
All right, folks, this is what a great boyfriend I am for Jessie. For her birthday this year, she's getting a Magnavox DV22 DVD VCR combo. It's a $700 gift, Jessie.
Why would anybody spend $650 on a DVD VHS player?
Don't worry, we're not. For that much money, we'll just get PlayStation 5.
Huh, there you go.
Won't even play.
All right. I pulled from a different collection in my Mad Libs book tonight. And I won't tell you what it is until we fill it out.
You know, I already have my thing.
Your thing?
Justin Trudeau's vagina, because I'm certain he has one.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, let's see.
Not a bad lips thing, but one more shout out to Justin Proper, because he just said Justin Trudeau is the second worst Justin to come out of Canada.
Who's the first?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
All right. Well, there you go.
If you need a Mad Libs response from me, it'll be Justin Bieber.
Okay. Well, Jeff's going to start us off with a part of the body plural.
Anus is one. You can't do two.
You could do anuses.
Anuses.
Anuses. Anuses. Anuses. All right, Luke, an adjective, please. Oh, and chat, you guys are back in the running. So chat, you get every fourth word. You're working on an adjective for me right now.
Sucking.
You still thinking about that blowjob earlier, aren't you?
It's got nothing.
And then Beth, the third word was a noun, so I put in Justin Trudeau's vagina.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The James Baker gives us stanky. I think that's probably good.
Stanky leg.
All right, chat. 1, 2, 3. You are working on another adjective, so keep them coming. Toxic 7799. Are you secretly Greg Kirby? Toxic 7799.
Not so secret.
I mean, he just shouted anal volcanoes. But so that's why it's just, it's a guess. But in the meantime, Jeff, a noun, please.
How about dildo? Somebody asked if we would have Wokebusters branded dildos
Oh my god.
to help with their ED.
I mean, look, if you need it, then you need it.
That's what you get the Blue Chew for.
Luke, a noun, please.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Oh my god, that's actually perfect. All right, Emily, you get a plural part of the body.
What's it funny? Just do wieners.
Oh, nope. Toxic masculinity. That was going to be my other guess because you had toxic in your name. Also, a lover of anal volcanoes. Welcome, toxic masculinity. It's good to see you here. All right. We do need an adjective, though. Inconceivable, splitting, pegging.
PG-16.
All righty there. Pegging it is. All right, chat. You guys are working on a place for me next. A place. Jeff has a noun.
Operation.
I see. I saw you look really good.
Amazon literally listened to us. All their board games are on sale.
Creeps.
We needed them for the apartment and the Halloween party.
I don't want Operation.
I wasn't getting Operation. I'm buying Operation for me.
That's fine. You can.
I mean, I bought you. You got your own special thing. So.
Okay. You want Operation?
Is a word?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying what is the appeal of Operation the board?
When you're fucked up and trying to get the pieces out and not to hit the thing, it sounds fun.
Yeah, but you should. Do you remember the game? Do you remember the one where it's like where you put the shapes in the thing before the timer runs out and pops? That one's so fucking stressful.
Perfection.
Dude, yes, that one is a fucking. You want that feeling of intensity? That's where I get it from.
Connect 4.
All right, Luke, you get a silly word.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No, we've used that before.
It doesn't matter.
Too bad.
Supercalifragilistic.
That was just the best I could think of on the spot.
Expialidocious. Words can be repeated as long as they're not repeated in the same puzzle. And Beth, you have an adjective.
And that's a
Describes a noun.
Be like, I don't know, sucking.
You're still thinking about that, aren't you?
Well, it could be something. It's usually something that ends with ing.
Doesn't have to be because those are verbs.
Not exclusively, yeah.
Flaunting.
Flaunting. Okay. But a lot of verbs and do ing as well, but there are a lot of ing adjectives. Oh god. Okay, so
Ready?
oh my god. I think I'm gonna take public rest stop as the place. Thank you, Toxic. We had a great. It's a small world ride. Thanks, Ghost. Police station, the Bat Cave, all movie theater. I think public rest stop is the winner. Public rest stop. Perfect. All right, chat. Your last word of the night for you guys will be another adjective. Jeff, you have an adjective also.
Stringy.
Populating.
Luke gets a part of the body. Everyone gets a part of the body.
Penis.
Penis.
No, we already have wieners.
Doesn't matter. Penis is not a wiener.
Well,
We can always use something else.
I'll allow it. Penis.
what about elbows?
He picked penis.
No one's
all
ever
right?
had fun with an elbow.
Cerebral cortex.
All right.
Just put anus again.
Cerebral cortex.
You want to go cerebral cortex? You got it.
Yeah.
We've never used that one before.
Cortex and Uranus.
Cortex and Uranus. Beth, a color, please.
Maroon.
Maroon.
Baby puke green.
Ooh, okay. Adjective from the chat.
Call that color too.
We've got streaking, prickly, fluffing, and bloody.
Fluffing. That's a noble art, right?
I kind of want to go bloody for the holiday. You know, we're almost at
Tis the
Halloween.
season.
Tis the season. All right, Jeff. Do you want to do the last adjective for us?
Adjective. Let's see.
Or noun? Sorry,
Oh, noun.
noun.
How about dominatrix?
Perfect. All right, loves. Are you ready to hear this wonderful?
Sure. You ready?
Yes.
Ready for this? Okay, so the story we wrote was which cat breed is right for you.
Oh,
There's an entire cat themed Mad Libs book in here. And so we wrote which breed is right for you. So you're thinking of getting a cat. Whether you prefer cats with no anuses or sucking ears, there's a Justin Trudeau's vagina for you. It tracks. It's a pussy. Stinks. If you go for the stanky things in life and don't want to have to clean up cat hair, this is the dildo for you. Do not use a Sphinx cat as a dildo.
no.
Do not. Siamese. Do you want a cat that sounds like a crying Justin Bieber and has crossed wieners? Well, then go get a Siamese.
That actually works. Have you heard Siamese?
Yes. Justin
They're the
Bieber sounds a little
noisiest,
worse.
most irritating sound you'll ever hear.
Manx. Looking for a cat with a sweet pegging face and no operation? We suggest you get a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a cat now.
That's a cat? A
That's a
type?
cat. Yep.
Oh.
All right, Maine Coon. How about a cat that's the size of a flaunting dog? If you don't mind having to brush your cat every day, it sounds like you should get a public rest stop coon. Just pick your cat, but a cat with a public rest stop.
That's fucked up.
Persian. If you love a stringy looking cat with a scrunched up cerebral cortex, go get yourself a Persian. Snowshoe. Do you love a cat with adorable marooned feet and a bloody personality? You may want a dominatrix shoe.
So high heel.
Oh my god.
This has been an interesting night.
Crying Justin
We've been talking
Bieber.
about porn on my show with Anna. We're
Uh,
having this now here.
Justin says, that's not true, Jeff. We can have a lot of fun with the elbow of the guy who made It's a Small World after we strap him to a gurney and beat him with hammers.
God damn it, dude. You need to write some shit for me.
Justin, do you need help?
No, Justin's great the way he is. I wouldn't change a thing. Oh. Do you want to be the aunt and uncle to Michelle's daughter? Do you be an aunt and uncle to her daughter? Of course, Michelle.
Where
You
you
have to come
at?
and
I'll send
visit
you a copy
us.
of Stealing Solo for your food.
Yeah, perfect.
Honestly, I will if you want one. Just,
Yeah, seriously,
As
we'll-
soon as an email, I'll send you a whole little congratulatory package.
Yeah, shoot me an email, Michelle, with your address so we can send you some stuff. me.mindlessentertainment@gmail.com.
Ooh, should I be nice and give her one of the hats?
Yes.
Right, since you
We'll be able to drive down to the States pretty soon.
Really? Yay! Oh my
They're
god.
opening
we'll
the
have to-
land border. They opened the land border after the air one because apparently it's safer to travel by air and around a bunch of other people than it is to travel by your car.
Oh, yeah,
by
it's way
yourself.
safer to be smashed into a something with 100 other strangers than end up moving through buildings with
Hashtag
thousands of other
logic.
strangers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also still gonna make you get a negative test before coming, even if you're double vaccinated.
I
That's
do not
the part-
appreciate having something shoved up my nose. Let me tell you that.
That's the part. Yeah, I'm not down.
I
with
don't
any place-
like feeling like you're brushing my brain. I'm sorry.
I am not down with any place that wants me to get tested after I have already been vaccinated.
Yep.
I'm like, bro,
It's
I
hygiene.
got
theater at
vaccinated
this
so I
point.
wouldn't have to get tested.
Well, when we went to the U.S. a few weeks ago, we had to get tested before going to the U.S. and we had to get tested to go home.
Fun times. Did you get the Rona in the U.S.? No, you didn't.
Nope.
No.
Even in DeSantis land, no Rona.
I had it way back, like in February, and all it gave me was a cough and a stuffy nose.
Mm.
Other than that, I was more annoyed I couldn't leave my house than that I had it.
That's I'm trying to rock. Tying a rock to the leg. Oh my god. Yeah. Yes, Emily. I definitely need help tying a rock to the leg of the guy who made It's a Small World and throwing it into the ocean.
We just need to get Carol Baskins.
Clearly, yeah, that's how you do it. Oh, God.
Wait till you see the wedding dress that we got.
I
Bessie.
can't wait. I'm
You're
excited.
gonna love it. It was only $500.
Nice. That's a great price.
David's bridal, and it's a Vera Wang.
Ooh. You did say Wang.
She's Chinese.
Well, I keep my. I know. I'm familiar.
My mom
Which
has
is
a
funny.
bag of hers.
I keep my the bridesmaid necklace in a special drawer so that I don't lose it.
Actually, you're probably gonna be getting a new one because we decided on our colors.
Okay. I'm
It's
excited.
a rose gold, blush, and pink.
Oh, I love it. I'm about this
So
life.
you're probably gonna be wearing. You can wear blush or blush or pink.
Mm,
Rose gold is gonna be the maid of honor to set her apart a little bit.
makes sense.
But would you like pink or blush?
I
They're
don't
different colors, mind you.
So blush is like has more red.
Blush
in
is
it, right?
blush is like a pink tinged white,
Okay.
and the pink is like the color of a pink rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the blush for me. I think probably I'm probably a
Okay, we're
blush.
having 5 bridesmaids, so 2 in blush, 2 in pink, 1 in rose gold,
Okay. I feel like
and it's gonna be fun.
okay.
Actually, I'd like you to come up here sometime so we can actually take you to David's bridal.
Yeah. That
You'll
would
be allowed. You can come up here now, actually.
right now and for the next couple of months. I am opening my fencing club. So
That is awesome.
I know I got my letter of intent today, so I should work on one thing on it. But then I've got a fencing club. Actually, should be posting the Indiegogo, spamming y'all with it and stuff. I'm gonna start. I'm officially launch. I have my launch date due. I'm launching my Indiegogo next Wednesday on the
That's
matriarchy.
awesome.
So
What are you laughing at, Luke?
Justin's Small World.
Oh
reference.
God. Well, we can drive
Justice.
down there soon too.
Huh?
We can drive there soon too, down to
Yes.
where you are.
And
If we can go to Disneyland.
I will be in Seattle, I'll be in the Seattle area at the end of January for a tournament too. So we'll be much closer.
That's
for a hot
awesome.
minute.
Not that far from us.
No, you're not far from Seattle at all.
No, so
We're not. So
look, I can't watch WCBS or WCB because Netflix copyright claimed it. Bastards.
I just found out something new on the trip too that my dumbass didn't know.
Oh, did Netflix copy claim your show?
Probably.
Fuckers. You found out something. What, Betsy said?
I said I found out something on my trip that my dumbass didn't know.
What was that?
Washington is not, in fact, in Washington.
Ha! True story.
It seems like it would be though.
Washington
District of
D.C.,
Columbia?
Washington State, two distinctly
I
different
know.
places.
DC's older.
I know, but you would think that it would be in Washington.
You would think, but then when they got out to the West, they were like, "Well, what do we have
Fuck
left?"
this, we like this better.
Well, you might have also noticed that like Americans aren't really creative at naming shit because you go to one city and you're like, okay, and there's 8 different neighborhoods, streets, and whatever is named the same thing. It's even crazier out here.
Also, the name of the house that the president lives in.
Yeah,
super
thanks,
creative, right?
obvious.
I like how they put it on Pennsylvania Avenue as a nod to the fact that the capital always should have just remained Philadelphia. Thank you very much.
Well, I like Philadelphia, but I think Washington is a slightly prettier city.
Well, that just shows what you know. Now you're actually DC has they have made a point to try to make it a like naturally attractive city, like with all the
Do you
blossoms
know
and the
what looks
trees and
terrible
stuff.
though? We drove through it. What the fuck happened to Baltimore?
Ha!
It looks horrible.
That's Baltimore at its finest.
Yeah.
That's Baltimore after like
We drove through it,
20
and
years of
we went
improvement.
by it.
Drive through.
We went
took
through it on the
Amtrak to
train, and I was looking at it from my window. I'm just like, what a sad, decrepit little city.
Yeah, that's just what Baltimore looks like. That's like what it's always looked like, and
It
it's like
almost made me cry. I
it's
was like, how
safer
did
now
that
than it's
city
ever
get
been.
to that state.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well,
Your city hall though is fucking beautiful.
very
In
true.
Philly.
I know. Oh, did
It's
you go to Love
beautiful.
Park?
We only had like 2 hours there.
Is it because Love Park is right around is right off of one of the corners of it with the little love statue thing?
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we saw that. We were just on our way to Washington when we stopped there, right?
between Washington and New York.
Oh, between Washington and New York. But
Mhm.
we had to get into New York pretty
But we
quickly.
did get to see Independence Hall.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main reason. We
And
went.
we got to see the Liberty Bell through the window. There was too much of a lineup to get in to actually get near it.
Yeah.
But
But
we saw the real one through the window, and we saw the replica in Disney World.
oh, cool.
So we got to see what it probably looked like in person.
Yeah. We walked Damaj and I over there when we saw him in Philly when we were there over the summer. I'm like, yeah, it's closed, but there's the Liberty Bell. Yay, you can see through the window. I'm like, that's always fun. Thought you came skipped over to our side of the city just to tootle around and get a little bit of history.
New York was lovely, though. It's much nicer than I thought it was. Americans are nicer than I was led to believe they would be.
Now,
What
with
the
one
fuck are you
exception.
talking about? I cannot stand New York City. I hate it. The last time I was there,
One
I was
exception. On our way out, on the way back home, the TSA at LaGuardia Airport
They
works
confiscated my property.
illegally, and they
Illegally.
were so rude to us.
what
I
did they
had a
pay?
glue gun, eh?
Mhm.
And they said it's not allowed. It is, according to even the government website. We got it through frickin' Washington's security system.
Yeah.
I'm just like, excuse me.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Jesse.
It's a glue gun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who
it's
do you
not
gonna-
shooting bullets, man. In fact, I
Is-
have to plug it in to use
Right.
it.
It's not like you can even plug it in on most airplanes.
And like we almost missed our plane because of how long they were taking to screen us, and then this TSA lady was such a bitch.
Ugh. I'm sorry for our TSA.
I think they were terrible. They were terrible. I think the only citizen that we saw that was a piece of shit was this guy in front of us at the Tower of Terror who had two boys, about maybe 4 and 5. But look at them. And I swear to God, we should have called child services on that man. He was calling his kids little shits, grabbing them too rough by the arm, pulling them around, and they were just playing.
Ugh. Yeah.
I'm just like,
you see it.
dude, this is Disney World. You're not letting your kids have a little fun?
I've seen a lot of douchebag parents around.
I'm just like,
in my days.
seriously. I mean, he grabbed the one boy by the arm so hard. The boy was like, stop, you're hurting me. And I had to bite my tongue so hard in that situation.
Yep.
Toxic says that was just the TSA agent stealing your property. Yeah, sounds like it. Oh, hey, my niece needs a glue gun.
Luke had a TSA agent almost try to steal his dad's computer once.
What the fuck?
But
That
my
is
dad
messed
was like, hey, what are you doing? That's my computer.
Yeah,
Like,
what
"Oh,
the
I was just
shit?
taking it back to look at it. I didn't know it was
Yeah,
yours.
right.
Yeah, right.
It's like, no, you're not. Can give it
Well,
the
I
fuck
hope
back.
that glue gun burns them.
I hope so, dude. They deserve
Lord knows it's burnt me enough.
it.
I actually
And-
scarred from that glue gun.
Well, on that note, on Fuck TSA, we have written a wonderful Mad Lib story. I've gotten to see your beautiful face again. Thank you.
And this guy's face.
and
Not
the-
so beautiful.
Luke, it was so nice to meet you finally. I know we've gotten
He
to
has
talk a
very
lot
nice
via
eyes.
the chat. He does.
Oh, well, thank you.
You guys are a really cute couple, I gotta say.
Thank you.
You look great together.
Thank you.
Any last thoughts? Luke, how did you enjoy your first trip to the Mindless Mob?
It was awesome. Can't wait to be back.
We will definitely have you guys back on air too long.
Hopefully, you're excited to come back to America.
Yeah, because we
It's
want.
Well,
not
I
as
do
good
wanna
as
go
the
back.
music on the internet.
If Canada keeps electing Justin Trudeau, I'm moving to Florida and I'm never coming back.
Fair enough. All right. Any last thoughts you guys wanted to share with the class before we put this puppy to bed?
Not really, but
You know,
I think
just
I
have a
think-
great night, everybody.
I think me and Luke are gonna go try to find a Paul Hallelujah sign for his dad.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
what you're gonna do.
let me know if you find a second one, send it my way because Paul Hallelujah is my new.
I think we're gonna have a hard time finding one. People have the same idea as us. Let's steal
I am-
this guy's sign. He's gonna be a legend.
I'm officially a disciple of Paul Hallelujah.
If you're wondering, he got 372 votes in yesterday's election.
So basically, someone who sexually assaulted someone got more votes than him.
That's upsetting. Paul deserves better.
Well,
Justice
the
for
problem
Paul.
is, I can understand not wanting to vote for him though, because I don't think he'd know what to do once he was in power.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
I mean,
Justin
you know,
says, Luke,
trying to
Emily,
communicate with
please make a
aliens ain't
channel.
gonna solve our crisis.
No, it won't.
You two should make a channel together.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
You should.
What we talk about?
Mostly politics
Anything
and
you want.
I don't know, just humorous stuff.
Just be yourselves. You're funny.
I like to think so.
TSA lost the photos. All right, guys. Well, don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to go sign up for my
have to do that
Indiegogo, which is
myself.
starting next
I already
week.
pressed it.
Boss. Also, don't forget to go check out Anna, that Star Wars Girls Indiegogo. She's doing a pinup calendar. It's awesome. She's well past her goals, so make sure you snag up those because they're going to be awesome, and you're going to
And
want to
she
have
keeps
one.
adding stuff.
Oh yeah, and the cost. I've seen like so many of the behind the scenes of the wigs and the costumes and stuff she's going to use. She's really going all out, balls to the wall with it. So y'all are going to love
Luke, I think your dog threw up on the carpet.
it.
There's like a crusty spot there.
And that's her cue to leave.
All right, folks.
God Empress out.
All right, bye.
Bye.